All right, so the survey has started, as has been mentioned by one of the petitioners here. So this is basically a restart because one day of a study had already been done by the Archaeological Survey of India team. And it's not just the ASI team inside. Representatives from the Hindu side, lawyers from the Muslim side are also inside the mosque premises. So the Gyanvapi's most crucial survey, the quest has begun. What are we expecting? The ASI team will be inside to determine in different ways, whether it is ground radar penetration, whether it is trying to take any other sort of evidence which is scientific based with the available evidence that they can without tampering, without damaging the mosque premises. Are there Hindu symbols in the mosque premises that basically give out an evidence that there once stood a temple here on top of which a mosque was built? Basically, remember, as the fight that is on with regard to Gyanvapi and Kashi Vishwanath case, the whole case and the whole push by the Hindu side remains that it was the Kashi Vishwanath's temple portion, the temple as it stands, a grand temple, it was destroyed by Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, and on that portion, which was a very crucial site, the Gyanvapi mosque premises was built, and that is why the Hindu side wants to get this clear once and for all that the mosque stood on a temple premises. Now, the Muslim side has reached out to the top court also to say that the survey will damage and tamper, as the mosque has also been standing there for several years and centuries, and therefore why damage and tamper with it now? So let's go across to Abhishek Mishra for the latest on that. Remember, the evidence of temple's destruction finds reference in Masjid Alamgiri. It's an account of Aurangzeb's rule that's written by Saki Mustaid Khan. So it is mentioned that the temple portion was also destroyed. It's not just a legend, there are historical references to it. Abhishek, tell us, how is then the Muslim side going and reaching to the court, the top court of this country, the Supreme Court, to say, do not let this survey happen even now? They do not want it. What are their reasoning behind it? Go ahead, Abhishek.
Well, Pooja, as far as the survey is concerned, because of the clearance, the green signal from the Allahabad High Court, that exercise is currently underway. It has started here at the Gyanvapi complex. But on the other hand, if I talk about the petition which has been filed by the Muslim side at the Supreme Court, which will be heard in the morning today, is all again about the fact that this exercise is currently not required at the moment, that the Hindu side should be able to produce some substantiated evidences for their claim. They also talk about the places of worship at, which clearly signifies that post independence, whatever structures have been acquired should be remained in their state. Also, they've spoken about that the court should not be utilized to create some evidences. That kind of argument has been given by the Muslim side. They also spoke about earlier that first it should be discussed whether there will be a civil suit, its maintainability, and all other pending suits, which will also be heard today, has been their remark earlier about having a hold on this ASI survey. So all these things have been taken into consideration by the Muslim side, and they are seeking this last hope from the Supreme Court. If Supreme Court finds a reason and find it adequate enough to give a hold to the survey once again, then the picture could be changed. But with the clear guidance and the order of the Allahabad High Court today, there is no turning back, that there will be any kind of barrier to the survey that has already begun. Team is here, stakeholders are there. Although the Muslim side, no representative from the Muslim side is inside the premises. They have again boycotted it, which has been confirmed by the Hindu side. So yes, that is something which the Muslim side is very keen on, and it all depends whether they got any relief from the Supreme Court today or not.
All right, so the Muslim side today has boycotted and have reached to the Supreme Court that they still believe that this survey must not happen. Remember that Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister, has also reacted to it. Now, this was in 1669 that Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb wanted to establish Islam in this area, and orders on his. There was this destruction that has happened. But now Yogi Adityanath says that it is imperative that the Muslim side today decides to undo some of that horror and wrongs that were done. But it must be all done in peaceful measures and democratically as a country that we stand today.